Good morning, students. Welcome to your English class. Today we will discuss story writing. Students, story writing is an art that requires a lot of communication skills. First of all, it requires the art of narrating things in an interesting way. You will be given either the introductory lines or some hints given in the input or both. You have to develop the story basing it on the information given in the input or the introductory lines. Now, we will see that what are the points we should always keep in our mind while writing a story. First of all, you should have a clear idea of the plot of the story in your mind before you begin to write. Next, follow the outline given, do not omit any point, and keep to the order in which the points are given in the outline. Otherwise, the whole will be disconnected and jerky. That's why you need to follow the given outlines and you have to maintain the order in which the points are given. Next, where possible, introduce dialogue or conversation, but be careful to make it natural and interesting. Next, the conclusion of a story is important. The whole story should be made to lead up to it naturally. Then it should come as bit of surprise. If you are asked to supply a heading or title to the story, you may choose the main character, object, or incident of the story, like the barber of Baghdad, the pot of olives, or an accident. Or you can also choose a proverb or well known quotation that suits the story. For example, no pains, no gains, sorrow is crown of sorrow, like this. Students, we mostly use the past tense of the verbs while writing story. See that your composition is grammatical and good, good simple English. After writing story, revise it and if necessary, rewrite it until it is as good as you can make it. At the end of the story, add a moral if there is any moral in the story. Now, students, an outline is given here. You have to make a story, you have to frame a story. In this exercise, you are not asked to make up a story. The plot of story is given to you, more or less fully in the outlines provided. But don't forget that an outline is only a skeleton. Now it is your work to clothe the skeleton with flesh and breathe life into it. You must try to produce a connected narrative and to make it as interesting as you can. Okay, students, let's read the outline given here. Thief entered. Mr. Agarwal thanked to give company. Birthday. Gave him good food and drinks. Gave a purse full of silver coins. Years passed by. Fortunes changed. Business was ruined. Mr. Agarwal became poor. 50th birthday. Alone. No food. No drinks. Bell rang. A man emerged. Recognized the old thief. came with fruits, sweets, and drinks, and a bag full of money. Now, students, you have to read this outline again and again, and you have to imagine a story based on this outline. Based on the given hints, you have to imagine one story. Okay, first of all, a thief entered. Then Mr. Agarwal thanked. These hints are given. In between, you have to put your own lines, you have to put your own imagination. And with the help of this outline only, you have to frame a story. I will not give you a framed story. I can just help you. You have to write your own. And whatever points I have told you to keep in your mind, just keep that points in your mind and write the story. For just I'm giving you one hint how you will start writing. First of all, when we write story, we start with once upon a time, like this, or you can just simply start with in any other way. It's upon you, and it's upon the story how it will be good, how it will sound good when you start. You have to think about that. I'm just giving you hints how to write. You can start like this. Mr. Agarwal was a very wealthy businessman. One day he was alone, sitting at his dining table. Okay. Then it was his birthday. He heard the footsteps of a man behind the curtains. He knew there was a thief there. Like this, see, these points are arranged in a story. This I have framed a story with the help of these points. I'm framing. Just like this only you have to frame. In between you can put some dialogues, like when he saw the thief, he said, "Come on, thank you for coming up to my house on my birthday." When you write the dialogues, keep that in inverted commas, keep that in quotes, because they are said directly, they are in direct speech. That's why you have to write that in quotes. And you have to make the dialogues very natural, so that no one will feel that odd. Okay, you can write, "I am alone, give me your company." Then the quotes will be then close inverted comma, you will put there close inverted comma. Then you can add, "The thief was starving, he had good food and drinks. Mr. Agarwal gave him a purse, it had silver coins." And then years rolled by. His fortunes changed. Mr. Agarwal was a poor man now. His business was ruined. And today was his 50th birthday, but he had become a pauper now. He had no money. He was alone, reflecting over his good old days. Like this, you add your own points. Again, you can write, it was 9 p.m., the bell rang. Now again, you can put a dialogue over here. Who can be at such a time to visit a poor man? He's thinking himself. Okay. Again, this dialogue will be in quotes, in inverted commas. Thought Agarwal, Mr. Agarwal. Then, what is the outline? A man emerged. You can write like this. He saw a man in a new suit with a lovely bouquet in red roses. He had many packets of gifts, fruits, sweets, and a few bottles. He tried to recognize the man. And then again, you can add some dialogue. "I'm your old thief." It is written here now, the old thief. "I am your old thief. Now I'm a rich businessman. Let's celebrate your birthday," he said. And then the Mr. Agarwal became very happy. Then the thief gave a bag to Mr. Agarwal. Mr. Agarwal opened the bag. It was full of new currency notes, full of money, or full of coins, silver coins or gold coins. Whatever you imagine, you can add it here. Like this, you have to write the whole story. One more thing, that you have to put a title. Now, what can be the title? Think about the story again and again and just write the title. You can use the person, main character. As I have told previously, that you can use the main character, or you can use the proverb or well-known quotation, or the idea which is suggested by this story. You can also use that. Like we write now, the selfish man, or like this, an accident, or the pot of olives. Just like this, you have to think here that what is the story about. I can give one hint, that to see that Mr. Agarwal has gifted something to the thief, and again Mr. Agarwal got it returned. Right now, the thief returned back the coins, the money, or whatever he got from Mr. Agarwal. Now, on this idea, you can put a title here. You can also put a moral here, because we are getting some moral. We are getting a moral from this story. Okay, students, you write this outline in your copy, and then you make a story. You can also send it to me. I will check it. Like this, you can start. You have to put your own title. I have not given title. This is for your practice. That's why I have not given the title. Just I have helped you with the starting line. You can start like this. Mr. Agarwal was a very wealthy businessman. One day he was alone, sitting at his dining table, when... Now rest is your part. You have to add. Even I have helped you. Okay, students. Now, what is your task? Your task is to write down all the outline in your... write down this outline in your copy, and then you make your own story, frame your own story, give a title, and also add a moral. Thank you. Have a nice day.